All right. Welcome back to WMMA Now with your host, Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with some huge news out of the UFC involving Cris Cyborg. So, UFC just released a video, like probably less than an hour ago. It was Laura Sanko interviewing Dana White. And you know, the first half of the interview was all about Cyborg. And here's the gist of it, guys. Cris Cyborg is no longer signed to the UFC. Her contract was done, yes. However, the UFC normally has exclusive matching rights when a fighter goes into free agency. Well, Dana White says no more. He used the words, "The UFC is out of the Cyborg business." Now, he reiterated that basically everything that's going on is her attempt to get out of the rematch with Amanda Nunes. You know, whatever you feel on that, that's the line that Dana White has been pushing regarding the negotiations with her and the troubles with her, and that is what he reiterated in this interview with Laura Sanko. Now, Laura didn't ask too many questions. It was mostly Dana at first, running down the whole situation. You know, he reiterated the stuff that, you know, she was attacking him for and Joe Rogan for really dates back to like 2014, 2015. And since then, they've worked together a lot. And now she's just bringing this back. And, I mean, basically, he said, you know, if she wants to do all this, then fine, you know, she can walk. And this is me paraphrasing everything. But he actually used the words, "The UFC is out of the Cyborg business." He said, I will sign the paperwork today, releasing her from her contract. I won't, you know, we won't match anybody's offers. He says, I'll sign to release her, to waive the exclusive matching rights for the whatever period of days it is. They're done. Cyborg is done in the UFC as of today. She is free to go and see what is out there and does not have to worry about dealing with Dana White and the UFC bullying her, I guess. If you feel that that's what they're doing with her. My feeling about this is that when she released that video of her confronting Dana White and they secretly recorded it, to me, I think that was the final straw in the cap for Dana. And honestly, there was some fishy stuff about that video, and Misha Tate actually pointed this out in an interview. Okay, first of all, the last part, that when Dana White was talking before the video cuts out, you can't even hear him. Now, they're using subtitles, but who wrote those subtitles? How can you be sure that those subtitles were accurate? And they cut the video when Dana was mid-sentence. That's kind of fishy in itself. But so to me, in my opinion, that was the final straw for Dana White. So as of today, Cris Cyborg, UFC fighter, no longer. So the big question then becomes, well, where does Cyborg go from here? Well, her biggest and best option would be to go talk to Scott Coker and sign with Bellator. Bellator has a legit featherweight division. It's sparse, but it is there. It's bigger than the UFC's joke of a featherweight division. And it has legit featherweights. For the most part. It has a title. Julia Budd hasn't lost a fight since 2011. And she has improved remarkably as a fighter. She used to be like a kickboxer who would love to wrestle, but she didn't know what she was doing on the ground. She was mostly just bullying fighters once she got them there. But she has improved a lot. Her last two fights especially, she looked really good. So Cyborg can go there. They'll probably give her an immediate title shot against Julia Budd. That's probably what Scott Coker will do. Now, if I were him, I'd have her have one fight and then fight for the title. I don't always trust Bellator to do the smart thing. Another option would be to try to get, and some people are talking about this, I don't necessarily see the point, but some people are saying she can try to go to either One or Lion Fight or somewhere and try to get the rematch of the kickboxing fight with Jarena Bars. To me, I don't see the point in that. It wasn't that close of a fight, really. To me, it would be pointless. It would just be a cash grab for both of them. And honestly, there's not that much money. Unless it happens in Europe, there's not much cash to grab. So they could go, I mean, maybe One will put it on, but other than that, I don't see One signing her. Now, the last option would be Rizin. Rizin is likes, to put on the occasional freak show. They have Gabby Garcia signed, and Gabby is BFFs with Cyborg. So Cyborg could possibly go to Rizin, probably fight a grandma or something. I don't know. Rizin will find someone for her to fight. They could have her fight. Oh, they could bring back that Barbara Depomachino from that fought Gabby. Gabby took her down because she didn't want to stand with her. But I think Cyborg would be willing to stand with Barbara Depomachino. So that would be an alright fight. Depomachino is bigger than Cyborg. So who knows if Cyborg would be willing to give up the size difference. But, that's probably the last option. But probably best hope for her would be to sign with Bellator. But either way, Cyborg is done in the UFC. The UFC is done with Cyborg. Again, to quote Dana White, the UFC is out of the Cyborg business. So that's really it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Likes are always appreciated. And what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. And we'll see you next time.